come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar. The elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything done in it will be laid bare or be burned up. You ought to live holy and godly lives, but in keeping with these promises, we are looking forward to a new heaven and new earth, where righteousness dwells. In this passage, we find expression of God's anger. God expressed his anger against wickedness of human being. But for the righteous, God gave the word of hope. In keeping with this promise, so the righteous, good Christians looking forward to new heaven and new earth, where righteousness dwells. There are many different interpretations about new heaven and new earth. So you may imagine this old sun and moon, all the earth might be disappeared. And then God might create new sun or new moon, new stars, new earth. You may imagine that way. But according to the literary expression, new heaven and new earth always also could remain referring to new government, new nation, by the new kingship. So, whatever it is, this passage reminds us the word of Jesus about the day of the Lord, about the punishment against the wicked. In Old Testament, during the time of Noah, God destroyed the earth by flood, by water. But Jesus clearly mentioned that on the coming age, the day of judgment, the Lord will punish with the fire. So we imagine what kind of fire it could be. Eruption of volcano, okay? Sisters and brothers who are from Philippines, very familiar with eruption of volcano. In 1991, while I was in Philippines, Mountain Pinatubo erupted. That was the biggest eruption of volcano. Many people around. How many people? Almost 100.
Yeah, hundreds only, not thousands.
Almost 100,000 people.
Hundreds.
It was a tragedy, but always, whenever there's a word of punishment, and then always God mentioned the word of promise. What is very funny in human history, where volcano eruption happened frequently throughout history, the land becoming fertile because of a lot of volcano ash. Many volcano ash enter into the soil, make the soil fertile. So all the plants grow very fast. In both in the land of Asia Minor, Turkey, in the land of Turkey, also the western part of the Turkey suffered frequent eruption of volcano and the earthquakes. But But what is hopeful? The land is very fertile. Whenever there is an earthquake, eruption, people fled away from there. And after that, people keep gathering around there because it's a good farmland. Growing grapes also, very good. Indonesia, in Southeast Asia, Indonesia was notorious for frequent earthquake, frequent eruption of volcano. But people keep gathering there because the land is very fertile, very ideal for producing rice. They can harvest 3 times a year. Best quality of rice are producing in that area. So what is important? To be a remnant, to be the survivors. I wish you to be one of the survivors whenever there is a punishment of God. So we hope to be one of the remnant. We hope to be one of the survivors. Survivors always enjoy the life of new era, life of new heaven and earth. Next one. Okay, let us read together. Ready, go. The elements shall melt with a fervent heat. The earth shall be burned up. It will be laid bare. Be burned up. Says that time. It will be laid bare. The certainty of judgment is the basis of the warning. Inside the volcano, this kind of boiling material is there. When there's an eruption, this kind of melted material flowing. It is called magma. Magma. When it comes to punishment of God, when it comes to the fire, punishment by fire, we might imagine 2 kinds of fire, man-made fire or God-made fire. In Korea, border area against North Korea and South Korea, border area, man-made wildfire happened frequently. Because one of the methods of attack, most effective attack, military attack, is making wildfire, forest fire. By making fire, they are intimidating each other. But we must know there is a God-made fire. Okay, when it comes to fire written in the Bible, referring to God-made fire. Okay, next page. Let us read together. Ready, go. What does melting of element happen? It has been continued throughout human history. Okay, once again. It has been continued throughout human history. So punishment by God-made fire, the eruption of volcano or strong earthquake. And this kind of punishment of God continued throughout human history. Not only, you might imagine the final judgment, final earthquake, final eruption of volcano, or universal eruption of volcano, but it has been continued. Number one, what kind of fire we must imagine? Number one, ready, go. By the subterranean fire are bursting out, eruption of volcano, like Sodom and Gomorrah and Pompeii, and Mount Pinatubo, Mayan volcano. bursting out subterranean fire. It is understood eruption of volcanoes. Sodom and Gomorrah, Pompeii. It is purely God-made punishment. Number 2, ready, go. By the thunderbolt electric fire like a Luther's friend electrocuted. There is a story. What made Martin Luther become devoted Christian? How Martin Luther become a devoted reformist? One day, he and his best friend walking together, suddenly they got caught by sudden rain shower. So they ran into under the shade of big tree. While they are resting under the big tree, it is advice, according to the one who understands the science, who has scientific knowledge. When there is a thunderbolt, you must not stay under the big tree. Suddenly, they heard the sound of thunderbolt, and then electric streak followed. And then Luther's friend struck by strong electricity. His friend suddenly killed. And then the one Luther was standing next, but he was not electrocuted. So he experienced very much striking life experience. So 2 friends, they are very close to each other, but in the sight of God, one is doomed to die. Another one survived. That's the life. And then it reminds me of what made Pastor Han devoted in the sight of God. When I was the first year of college, every first year of college freshman, they have many rosy dreams. They enjoy many things, new things. As they enter into the college, there are many things. You may experience many things. And then I enjoy in Korea, college student, they make a group during summer vacation. They visit mountainous village or seaside village or islands. It is called 농활. It's a kind of helping people, helping the remote area village, mountain village, helping people. So they are recommended by the government. So the college student group may participate actively. Around 1 week, you participate helping the farm village, remote village people. Then there's one more thing. While you are helping remote area people, then noontime or afternoon or evening, you may enjoy your own program. Boys and girls enjoy it together, cooking together, living together. I enjoy the helping activities in island. I visited Jukdo Island, island of bamboo. The name of the island was Jukdo because many bamboos are growing there. I enjoyed and I came back home. I was on the train returning to my home. I heard sad news. My best friend killed somebody. 형, brother, do you hear sad news? No. I just entered this train. I came back from the island. He called the friend name. He was drowned. He dead. He passed away. Unbelievable. My best friend since elementary school, middle school alumni, high school alumni, even college alumni. He passed away. Unbelievable. I question how. His group chose to stay in mountain village, Jiri mountain in Korea. Mountain village, the high mountain, and then wherever there's high mountain, the mountain streams also very deep. First week of July, the weather is hot, but the mountain valley water is very cold. But that's the mountain, because still mountain top icy. There's icy part there. Ices are melting. That's why the water is very cold. While they are making bridge, they were making new bridge for the people. It's very hard, so suddenly he and me used to enjoy swimming. He entered into the river, and then he was frozen to die, drowned because of the heart attack. We never imagined. He's good at swimming. I'm also good at swimming. We used to swim together. And then we participated in helping the local community, provincial community, to encourage their life. But he was killed. I was survived. Since then, I began to think in this way. My life, from now on, my life is like a receiving bonus. I'm not worthy to enjoy my life. Everything I do came by God's grace. In that way, my viewpoint of my life is changed a lot. Maybe the Martin Luther also changed his mind. Now, his mind does not belong to him anymore. He realized that his life belonged to God's decision. So the kind of shocking life experience made us devotee. Conclusion, okay? We must think that my life does not belong to me. I'm not a decision maker. I'm not a happy maker for myself. We are under the control of God. So in that way, personally, Martin Luther experienced personal care from God in that way. Number three, ready go. By comet hitting the earth, causing a abyss of fire. Comet. Have you ever observed? Every night, if you observe the many stars in the sky, always you observe the falling down of comet. Huh? You know comet? Moving a comet and then meteor falling. Whenever big meteor strike the surface of the earth, it might cause fire eruption, a kind of volcano. Welcome. During summer vacation, if you are ROTC member, if you join ROTC training, military training, every summer vacation, you are going to attend the military camp experience 1 month. While you are alumni, enjoy vacation, but the ROTC member, they are staying in the military camp 1 whole month. While I was in military camp, I was participating in the company battle. On the last day of our training, we began to have rain shower. Suddenly, we experienced sudden flood. So we all the captain, company soldiers, hurried coming out of the riverbed. The riverbed washed away by flooded water. So we were able to, we began to enjoy safe feeling. But another moment, we are terrified by thunderbolts. Thunderbolt strike every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes. Thunderbolt, kwang, and then next moment, electricity. We see white streak coming down. And then one moment, we heard the thunderbolts, sound the thunderbolts, and then we saw white streaks fall down in front of us, in front of our column. And it began to hit all the helmet of soldiers. My line. All the soldiers hit by stick electricity. Their helmet jumped off, fall down. Everybody shout, my helmet, my helmet, my helmet. Because it is fall down and enter into the water, the waist deep water. So it is very hard to find out. And then we are commanded to cover all the iron tool, iron weapon, bayonet, rifle, helmet, all made of iron, draw the electricity. To say, all soldiers were soaked by water, wet. For 3 hours, keep walking. And then every 3 minutes we hear a terrifying sound, thunderbolt. We see the twinkling of thunderbolt. Every soldier got scared because we are exposed to mercy of God. We are exposed to anger of God. Any moment we can become a victim. Any moment we can be killed. What was amazing, I saw electricity jumping over the helmet in front of my line. 부지직, 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 부지직. Everybody shouting, "Uah! Uah!" shouting. And then just in front of me, it was disappeared. Just in front of me. So I was okay. The soldiers who are standing, who are following under me, they are protected. The one who was walking in front of me, they got terrified. So they experience the real threat, real danger of electricity. That's the God-made punishment. Okay? In the middle, and the element, where do you go? And the element shall melt with the fervent heat, shall burn and dissolve element. Heat changes the forms of things, though the forms of earth may pass away, but the matter now composes, it shall be still in existence. Okay, fire can do something. By the power of fire, the irons can be melted. But this is the process to become a good instrument, useful instrument for human life. So, I wish you to understand what's the significance of punishment of God, what's the usefulness of on the day of the Lord, the day of punishment. That could be understood as one of the way of making new life, new world. Next one. What kind of sin of us draw the punishment of God? Let us read together. You go. Emotional fire causes judgment of God. Matthew 5:22. Whosoever is angry with his brother without cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Whoever is angry with his brother without cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever shall say to his brother, Raka, Raka, the Hebrew language, you are wicked, okay? You are wicked, Raka. Raka, you are wicked. The word of the judgment, the word of condemnation, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. Council is the Supreme Court in Israel. But whoever shall say, You fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. When you say, everyone who say, one of your neighbor, you fool, you idiot, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. So, our world, our wicked world, might draw the punishment of God. Then what kind of wickedness, what kind of sinfulness are relating to punishment of God? Wide word, wide speaking. I issue to you one of the smiling face. Next one. Let's read together. You go. The council, Sanhedrin court, consists of 70 members and was made up of 24 the priests with the 46 elders and scribes. Scribes means Bible scholars. To scorn God's image is to do dishonor to God himself. If you fear God, you must honor man. Thou fool. In Hebrew, Nebala is from Nabal, folly, immorality, expressing more than want of wisdom. We imagine the concept of fool is the one who is lacking wisdom. But according to Hebrew understanding, it refers to immorality. Immorality. Whenever you see someone is doing immorality, Hebrew people say, Nebala. nebala, expressing more than want of wisdom. Continue. It commonly used to denote adulterer, idolaters. Okay? And then whenever you encounter adulterer, idolaters, then they are also rebuked by the word nebala. So commonly used to denote, according to English or Korean language, fool means the one who is lacking wisdom. But according to Hebrew language, fool, nebala, referring to adulterer, idolaters, idol worshippers. Like a sinner Achan, who violate the command of God. Next page. Let us read together. We go. As the virtuous man was rightly regarded as wise, but the wicked is regarded as foolish. Therefore, fool or wicked is the word of extreme dishonor. The wise understand that there shall be a global judgment by water or fire, but they see regional judgment and personal judgment as well. Every day the Lord is coming. Okay. When it comes to judgment, theologically, we are educated the day of judgment or second coming of Jesus, always referring to final judgment, global judgment. But this kind of global judgment hasn't happened yet because of lacking understanding, or because of what? We must be wise. When it comes to the day of the Lord, the day of the judgment of God, happens everywhere, every day. Because we evangelical church referring to global judgment, final universal judgment only. Isn't it? Second coming, global judgment, universal judgment. But biblically speaking, the day of judgment or punishment of God happens everywhere, every day. Okay? The suddenness of the coming of the day of the Lord shall be the terror to the wicked, like the coming of a thief. But the righteous survivor, God will assign a new mission for the new heaven and earth. So we deny the second coming of Jesus, the last day, does not refer to final one, or does not refer to universal one. It could refer to universal and final one, but practically, judgment of God is happening every day. Eruption of volcano happens every year. Tsunami happens every year. Okay? People are electrocuted and killed everywhere whenever there is a thunderstorm. So open our eyes, open your understanding. The day of the judgment of God does not refer to not only the final and universal, the last one, but also everywhere. Okay, like Martin Luther experienced the final moment of his best friend. And then my friend also, I experienced the final moment, final day of best friend. We used to enjoy swimming together, but he drowned because heart seizure. Nobody knows how we can finish our life, but God only knows. So we must have fearful attitude, humble attitude under the hands of God. So I wish you enjoy new day.